and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Right down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
I'd like to have some of these balls on this Texas team.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road.
Going over the top. It's picked off. And that's number 10. Trying to take it back. At the 30.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Staley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to pass, it's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Sails one into the middle. He's got it to the right side. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Is Wiseman really just not really that good on the game?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Throws into the middle of the field. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps and not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays
trying to get the run game going.
And he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th
it's just not going. Not going at all.
chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Jefferson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Oh, they're after him. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, the quarterback does a great job of his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. It's complete on the right side.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Matthews. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Turning it on. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On the move, he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense.
Into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hand off to the lone back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Let's see what they do on third down. They just keep firing. The short hands, it's Matthews. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. Grab near the sticks, it's Matthews. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers. When that receiver got
Why is he
free,
jumping
it was
like that?
all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be looking to run. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle.
Why did three not jump that or at least deflect it or something?
Here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And
well, I can tell I'm just tired tonight, though.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see.
Ready for this game to be over with so I can eat.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Jefferson. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And his throw is incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and give
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking a chance.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
GG's to him.